Yes, it is. It is just as fucking bad. So, anyways, to stay. Now I'm already off fucking track. You know what my fucking bank did to me? I walked in. I had this account in New York that I kind of it was a little checking account that had a little bit of money in, and all of a sudden I noticed they were taking some fees out. I'm like, well, that shouldn't be. So I get to New York, I walk in, I talk to the douchebag who works there, and he goes, yeah, they're taking $27 a month out. I don't know why that is. Here, let me check to see what's up. Click, 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 click on his thing. And he goes, yeah, we shouldn't have been doing that. And I go, okay, well, can you refund the money? And they go, absolutely. And I go, well, I've had the account for like 6 years. Can we see how long you've been doing this? And he's like, I'm sorry, our records only go back for 4 months. Really? It only goes back for 4 months? That's amazing because my bank records at home go back the entire time I've had the account. That's incredible. And I just have some piddly sum in there while you deal with hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions, if not trillions. I don't know what the fuck you have. I just know there's a fucking bank of yours in every goddamn state now. But of course, it only goes back like 4 months. So I go, all right, well, what if I bring my records in? I look them over and I find out how long you've been doing it. And they're like, no, we can only refund it for 4 months. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? And he goes, well, the bank kind of looks at it like that was on you. And I was like, it's on me to not be like paying attention to make sure the people who are supposed to be keeping my money safe aren't fucking stealing from me? And he sort of like laughed. I'm like, dude, this isn't funny. This is ridiculous. You guys just stole from me. And if you've been doing it for 6 years, what's that? $270 and another fucking 50, like almost $300 a year for 6 years. That's like $1,500 to $1,800, somewhere in there. And the guy's just sitting there fucking laughing. And this is the usual shit. Yeah, what are you gonna sue us? Go ahead. We'll take some of that bailout money, which is part of your tax money, and we'll fucking. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna close out the account, and I don't know, what do I do? Then I go across the street to one of the four banks that are left. If anybody out there is in banking, how do I get my money back beyond the 4 months? Because I know that they've been doing it longer than this. Can anybody explain that? This is why, people. This is why you don't put 100% of your paycheck into the fucking bank. You got to look at it this way. If somebody mugged you last week, would you walk up to the same person and take your paycheck and stick it in their back pocket? You wouldn't, would you? But for some reason, we have these fucking bankers. Yeah, I don't know. I think everybody should turn, like, I don't know, everybody should have a fucking safe that you have buried somewhere. Everybody's got a gun and anybody can blow anybody away. I know, it's all fucked up. Fucking assholes. The guy's sitting there fucking smiling. You know what he's sitting there doing? He's doing that little twirly thing, that math people do with their pens and people who are into finances. I think they do it to hypnotize you. Is that the guy's fucking sitting there telling me that they've been stealing $30 a month from me, and all I'm doing is I'm trying to focus on him. I keep looking down at his silver shiny pen. Some sort of mind trick. Fortunately, I was aware of it. I almost said, can you stop twirling your fucking pen? But I didn't want to do that because I was trying to keep my cool, which obviously is a difficult thing for me to do. I know right now, Bill, it's just $27 a month. Times how many fucking people? You remember Superman 3 when Richard Pryor stole half a cent from everybody and the next day he had a fucking Ferrari? These fucks are taking $27 a month from everybody. I'm convinced of it. It's the fucking mob. I swear to God, the mob went legit, or those There Will Be Blood guys. They're the fucking assholes who run the goddamn banks. These fucking cunts are just stealing from me, and there's nobody's going to help me. What am I going to go down there? How I'm going to get that guy who used to be on the fucking Leave It to Beaver. What the fuck was the name of that show? Mayberry. I always hated that show. That old cunt walking around with their falsetto voice. Andy? You know what that show lacked? Somebody that I wanted to bang. That's why I didn't watch it. There was nobody fuckable on it. That was the brilliance of the Munsters. That they were like, this is going to be hilarious. We're going to turn fucking Frankenstein and Dracula into these kooky characters, and it's all going to be funny. But they knew at the end of the day there had to be somebody that the male demographic would want to fuck. So they came up with that girl who was allegedly ugly. Why am I explaining this classic show? You know the deal. And she looked like Marilyn Monroe. And that's what kept you in there. I don't know, right? Batman, after a while, it's like, dude, what is going on with this 40-year-old guy and his ward? And then all of a sudden they had Catwoman walking around that fucking hoary outfit. Is she the one who started that shit? Did women not dress like whores on Halloween before Batman? Or Batgirl? Or Catwoman? Catwoman was the bad one, right? They're such pathetic cunts. You know what I mean? Will you take off that fucking ridiculous outfit? Go stand behind a wall and start talking to people. And listen to how many people even fucking pay attention to you. They don't, because you got nothing to say. All you can do is just dress up, you goddamn twat, and start strutting around the fucking place. That had nothing to do with Catwoman. That had nothing to do with her. It had to do with me fucking getting fucked over by that goddamn bank. Assholes. Fucking assholes. So now I gotta go down there. Like some fucking guy whose button store just failed after 75 years. You know, Frankie Fishface and Sons. Remember those fucking, those businesses when you were a kid? It was always something and Sons. You know, and like a lot of the times the kids were forced into the business. You know, some Italian guy, he opens a fucking prosciutto shop, and then that's it. It's like an arranged marriage, except it's your job. And then you got to show up and be, I have been working in the restaurant since I was 8 years old. You know, they don't know shit about anything else. So everybody wanted to strike out on their own. And now look, everybody ends up in a fucking cubicle working for these fucking cunts who are stealing my money. That's uplifting, isn't it?
B of A outage. Hey, Banker Bill, I work for B of A, and from the customer service side, that outrage was very stressful. If you haven't already mentioned it / found out, the outrage was a result of oh, Jesus Christ. This guy works for the fucking bank. He's gonna tell me what happened, and he can't even spell the words right. You wrote half a word here, buddy. SEVER. A sever reboot? Is that supposed to be a severe reboot? Is sever a word? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I was told from my boss's boss, in passing, when he was leaving work, one of the tech guys managing the server ran a program to check for viruses and shit. Okay, this guy manages your money. Check for viruses and shit. Oh, God, he talks like me. And the program made... Jesus Christ. The program made that one particular server to shut down, causing the rest of our online products to not work. That's a sentence by a guy who works at a bank. The program made that one particular server to shut down. To shut down? The program made that one particular server shut down? Is that what you mean? Causing the rest of our online products to not work. The bank had to restart all the servers to sync that tech crap up, resulting in the 6-hour delay. From the call center side, we could still see all the balances and account information. Clients themselves just couldn't process any maintenance. Nothing made my day more enjoyable than apologizing to client after client for our system error. Had a few people in the situation you mentioned on Thursday. What? Where they stuck outside the country with no money. Oh, had a few people in the situation you mentioned on Thursday where they are stuck outside the country. This guy is a fucking... This guy should have been in summer school next to me. Totally agree you need to have backup plans when it comes to accessing your money, whether it be multiple bank accounts or stuffing some cash underneath the pillow where you rest your bald, freckled dome at night. Keep doing what you're doing and go fuck yourself. Yeah, I've never met a banker that believes in the banking system, if you really talk to them about it. They're nervous too. I don't know. Anyways, was that supposed to make me feel better? I mean, I guess it's good that no one hacked into your system. You guys just kind of were running something and something got fucked up. But he agreed with me. Yeah, have a little money here, a little money there, a little money there. Don't have all your eggs in one basket. We all know that, right? Because then everything's going to be on the arm with the fucking one flew of the cuckoo's nest.
What are you going to do? Did you hear Bank of America? Evidently their entire fucking system was down. How does that happen? That's not scary enough, is it? Jesus Christ. I hope they... I should look that up. I should look that up before I cause a run on a bank. Is that the name of a song? Run on a Bank? Is that a Bob Seger song? What's that? Ain't no surprise. Oh, that's Love on the Rocks, not Run on a Bank. Love on the Rocks. Ain't no big surprise. I thought it was Run on a Bank. Grab them by their ties. Especially with their milk white fucking thighs. Why does my internet suck in every fucking room? I swear to God, whoever my internet company is, they have to have a poster of me on the wall going, we need more customers like this. He pays 10 times what he should fucking pay. It never works, and he never complains unless he's doing his podcast. But who gives a fuck, because he never calls us. So what do we care? We just keep taking his fucking money. All right, here we go. Bank of America. Fuck yeah. Everyone in the world is jealous of us. Everyone wants to be just like us. That's why they hate on us. All right, maybe we've gotten out of line in a few areas. All right, evidently it's loading. You know what I mean? Watching my computer try to get on the internet, like waiting for it for load, it's like watching me try to remember shit from fucking 2 days ago. Oh, you sneaky fucking bastards. This isn't what I wanted. I didn't want your website. I wanted the fucking gossip. What do I got to hit? Bank of America /TMZ? Bank of fucking America. Here we go again. Bank of America. Google. Here we go. What do you got? What do we got? Customers shut out of accounts during apparent Bank of America outage. Oh boy. I'm just picturing someone with one of those. What's that white mask that those fucking hackers wear when they want to shut down the corporations? All right, here we go. Bank of America customers were shut out from their accounts. Oh, an advertisement. Oh, Ralph's. Jesus, you know what? I will buy a honey of a ham. All right, we're back. Bank of America customers were shut out from their accounts for several hours Wednesday in a system outage. You know somebody's fucking, didn't get dialysis so their heart stops. You wouldn't. We're so at the feet of these fucking cunts. Coral Springs resident Eric Sleeper. Oh, he's a sleeper. You never think he could run that fast in those work boots, and there he goes down the street. Said we got what looked like a phishing email from the bank Wednesday and immediately started calling customer service to see if something was wrong. A message on his online account said it could not pull up his information. When we called his local branch, a manager said that local managers were calling each other trying to figure out what caused what appeared to be a national outage and why they were unable to provide certain services. Like what? Provide you with the money that you need? On downdetector.com, a website that tracks reports of system outages, reports started spiking after 11:30 a.m. and the website was inundated with comments from Bank of American customers. Dude, what the fuck? Send around the country saying they couldn't access online banking, computer transit. By 1 p.m. they had received nearly 1,000 reports of problems. But by Wednesday evening, although some customers were still reporting problems, the number of reports had gone down considerably to about 200. And then this is their comment. I know that the team is working quickly to bring everything back up. As time progresses, they should be able to go back online. I would really love to see what really happened. Bank of America system-wide outage on the day I'm closing on my house, and there's nothing I can do about it. Bank of America, you closed my bank account with no notice. How can I deposit my check when I no longer have an account? Stuck in Thailand. What is up with not being able to transfer? System has been down for 3 hours. Oh, Jesus, Jenny, that's nothing compared to the guy stuck in Thailand. The clerk at Bank of America just said, I can't make a deposit because of nationwide disruption. Anyone know what's up? All right, yeah, okay. All right, well, let's just hope that was a one-time thing. Nothing to see here. That's fucking scary. That's why you got to have your money in like 3 different banks.
I don't care if you got $40. Put 15 in one, 10 in another. What do we got left there? What's that, 25? You got 15 in the last one, right? 15, 15, and 10. It's a fucking shell game out there, man. And when you got to pay your rent, you write 3 different checks. Why don't you just write it for the full amount? Because I'm not going to get stuck in Thailand, you cunt. What do you care as long as it all works?
All right, banker cunts. All right, Billy Boy. So have you heard about these greedy cunts at Goldman Sachs? That was kind of a national story. What, did they do something else? You said they cornered a large share of the market in aluminum and then betted on the futures of aluminum with the price going up. Sounds illegal? It is, but of course those stupid fucking cunts found a loophole in the law. The loophole is that 25 tons of aluminum is supposed to leave the warehouse every day. However, the law doesn't specify where it had to go. So they would just send it to another warehouse of theirs, and technically it didn't leave the warehouse. In the New York Times article, they interviewed people who previously worked at these warehouses. They would jokingly send each other messages and say, hey, get that shipment of aluminum. But really, they were just transferring it to an adjacent warehouse. I don't even get what the fuck's going on here. Of course, Goldman Sachs has recently posted its largest quarter profit of over $2 billion. When can we take these bankers out into the street and just shoot them? All joking aside, this shit is insider trading and they should be prosecuted, but we know that won't happen. P.S. Know you're busy for a while, but when are you coming back to Atlanta? I actually don't know. I don't know when I'm coming back to Atlanta. You know what? That's one of those things I should have read that 20 times in a row and learned what exactly is going on. I think this is basically how they get away with it, is that there's too many people like myself that don't even understand what was going on there. All that stuff, betting on futures, I don't even understand what any of that means. I was just in the stock market long enough to realize, like, hey, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I basically felt like I was standing at a crap table. I put my money on a crap table and I wasn't even in the casino. You know, I was in a different state, and then I was calling somebody else up going, hey, how's the game going? You know, I saw a couple of stats at the bottom of the screen and I can't even read them. I don't even know if the game's even being played. That's what I can't get past about everybody listening to this podcast. You don't have any of the money that you earn every week. You don't have any of it. You ever think about that? It's a number on a piece of paper. You take it to the bank, and then they stick that number in your ATM. Then occasionally you go to the ATM, and they give you a piece of paper that is only worth something because everybody says it's worth something. But you really have nothing of value. What you have is the piece of paper that's part of the lie. So that is the genius of all of this shit. And through penalties and fees and taxes and all that crap, they get you even further removed where you have to invest it. You know, why do I have to fucking invest it? You can't, I don't know. You don't get anything. You don't get anything of fucking value. The only thing that has value is the lie. And as long as the lie continues, I mean, isn't this the month where we go to raise the debt ceiling every fucking year? Eventually that wave's going to crash. I don't know. I hope when the wave crashes that all races and all economic levels somehow put down their differences and they all come together and we just start walking towards gated communities. All right? There you go. How much are you stealing that you have to live behind a gated community? They're sitting there acting like they're afraid that we're going to steal their shit. It's like you got your shit by stealing from us. All right? Anarchy? Sorry. Hey, how come you can't protest without getting tear gas shot at you? All around the world. You know, they act like, we want to hear from our people. And you go out there and you're just sitting out there. All you're doing is you got signs and you're chanting. And then the cops come down there and they start pushing people around and they throw fucking tear gas. I don't understand. Why can't you do that? Why aren't you allowed to protest? Look, I understand if you go down there and you start breaking windows and that type of shit. But I actually believe and I know you guys are going to think that I'm paranoid. If I was in power, I would just say, hey, how old's your son? Yeah, send him out there and have him throw a rock through a window so we can look justified when we get rid of these fucking people out here. I'm sorry, I'm going back down the fucking rat hole again. Somebody sent me a great rant that this guy went on a news program, and he was talking about the bankers. Because I can't even watch news right now with our government might shut down in a couple of days. But this guy was basically going off, saying all that banker shit that I was trying to say a few years ago when I started watching those videos, and everybody was saying, oh, yeah, these are fucking fat guys living in their mother's basements who they don't have any lives, and you're just, you're drinking the Kool-Aid and all this shit. Now, look, a lot of that stuff, we never landed on the moon. I'll give you all that shit. Okay? Maybe all of that stuff, 9/11's an inside job. I'm not talking about any of that fucking crap. But that banker shit, I'm telling you, that banker shit is dead on. Dead fucking on. It's not the left. It's not the right. It's those cunts right in the middle with money on both sides of the ball. It's those guys. And I have to tell you, dude, the fact that the president only makes $400,000 a year, and that just the way they frame it, like, oh, he's a public servant, and it's the biggest crock of shit out there. The only person who would take that job, you'd have to be the biggest fucking yes man on the planet just to get there. Who the fuck would run for a job where it costs $100 million to get it so you can make $400,000 a year? That isn't a red flag to anybody. Then you get to go around giving speeches $1 million a whack, like that isn't your kickback for fucking pushing through whatever they wanted. I just think it's so beyond corrupt. And I used to think shit like, I can't believe we're letting these pencil pushing banking pussies push us around, but it's not them. It's the fact that people will do anything for money. So when you have that kind of money, you can hire psychos, and I don't know. You get that Lincoln Town car ride, the convertible in Dallas. All right, I spoke about it vaguely, but you know what I'm saying. All right, let's move